Yeah, yeah. I'm back. You're back. Yeah. Hail Mary long, touchdown in the zone. Texas on my mind, hook 'em till I'm gone. Steel curtains, Pittsburgh battle strong. Scope buffs to the beat, rap the fight song. College dream stadiums packed to the lid. 95 yards, let the Heisman bid. Boys in the huddle, plans never kid. From the Lone Star to the Rockies, heroism undid. Really flawed, my life ain't perfect. Hook 'em horns, showing all worth it. Scope buffs chin, every nerve fits. Pittsburgh skyline, I love unearth it. Really flawed, my life ain't perfect. Hook 'em horns, showing all worth it. Lady love on the sidelines, heart in the game. Quarterbacks pass, parallel the same. Respect where it's due, never been lame. Love, laugh, subscribe, the flames never tame. Blitz crush, defensive line rewind. Buffs roar, another first down grind. Long live the gridiron, always unkind. Highlight reels, leaving trails behind. Really flawed, my life ain't perfect. Hook 'em horns, showing all worth it. Scope buffs chin, every nerve fits. Pittsburgh skyline, I love unearth it. Really flawed, my life ain't perfect. Hook 'em horns, showing all worth it. Really flawed, my life ain't perfect. Hook 'em horns, showing all worth it. Unearth it. Unearth it. Unearth it. Unearth it.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. Can somebody let me know if you're in here? I have so much going on. This is my first time being live on Twitter at the same time that I'm live on my own channel. Probably royally screwed that up, but I tried to connect it, which is why I started this at 9 and then bumped it to 9:15 because I realized that I needed to connect my accounts. So there's that. So if you were here from Twitter, I don't even know how I will know that you were here from Twitter. So maybe I have people here from my Twitter. I don't know. So there's that. And then obviously I'm live on YouTube. I don't know if anyone can hear me. So if anybody would gracefully, nicely put something in the chat so I can at least know that you can hear me and that I'm not talking to myself, because I talk to myself sometimes. I will admit, I actually talk to myself. I don't talk back to myself, but I do talk to myself. So I don't know if anybody can hear me. Can anybody hear me? Am I in like the abyss and nobody can hear me? That would be pretty embarrassing. Can anybody hear me? Here, yay. Okay, cool. So I have been told that you can hear me. So welcome everyone in. Can I just tell you something? Have you ever had everything figured out and everything was fine, and then one thing happens and then everything happens and then this happens and then this happens, then I can't find my AirPod and then I can't find this, and then it's actually a holiday on Friday. People don't know it's a holiday on Friday, so now we have to audible and do all these things. I have all of these things going on, okay? My life is lifing, which is fine. For those of you that don't know, I am a night person. So I am in peak form from like 7 p.m. to like 12 p.m. Like I am in peak. Like this is me at my peak. So I am here. I'm talking about my Steelers. I'm going to give my take. Because my NFL fan series is going right now, I didn't want to make like another standalone video and do that. So I thought, let me just go live, tell you how I feel about my Steelers, give you my thoughts, let it be live, and then go from there. So that is what I'm going to do. Somebody can hear me, so that's cool. I think I'm live on Twitter. I have no clue if I am live on Twitter. So I don't even know how I'm going to know if I'm live on Twitter. So somebody maybe will text me and tell me if I'm live on Twitter. If you have my number and you're watching from Twitter, or if you follow me on Twitter and you clicked on this, send me a DM so that I know that I'm live on Twitter, because I think I am, but I don't know. So anyways, about my Steelers. So we all know that for the past, yes, I'm live. Oh, cool. I can see it. Awesome. Okay, cool. So I am officially not a virgin anymore. I'm officially live on Twitter. So if you were here to hear me say inappropriate things, to hear me ramble, and to hear me talk about my football teams, you were in the right spot. So welcome. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to go check out my Raiders video that released earlier today for my NFL fan series. So these Steelers, here are my thoughts. I have been clamoring for a while for the Steelers to do something, to evolve, to do something that makes sense, to stop being the standard. Like, what is the standard? Like, our standard is what? Not winning playoff games? So I've been saying for forever, do something. At the end of the season, I'm like, do something that lets me know that you care. Do something to evolve. Do something that lets me know that you care to just do something. That's what I've been saying all along, okay? And then we all know, if you've been here for a while, my do something was like sign Justin Fields. That was my first thing. And that didn't happen. So Rawhide, hey Rawhide, nice to see you. So I wanted the Steelers to do something. Okay. So they didn't do Justin Fields and I was like, cool, let me take a step back. I made a video and I ranted about the Steelers and I ranted and I had Steeler fans that were pissed at me. I had friends that were pissed at me because in the video, I was like, do something. This is embarrassing. We need to do something. At the time, we didn't have a quarterback. We didn't have anything. Okay, cool. So now as we're kind of moving, okay, I wake up this morning and I'm minding my business, and I go on my phone because like anybody does in the morning, right? When you go to your phone, what's the first thing you check? Some of you might check Twitter. I did not. I actually had texts from people that were like, did you see? And so I see that Jalen Ramsey was coming, right? So it was the first thing that people knew. And in my mind, I was like, there is absolutely no way the Steelers are just going to get Jalen Ramsey. Like, that's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Then I saw Fitzpatrick was the swap. And I thought, that's funny because it's funny because of this. I'm going to toot my own horn here. I have been saying the Pittsburgh Steelers are in a strategic rebuild. Nobody wants to hear me because everyone's like, it's the Steelers, the history, the. I'm like, they are in a strategic rebuild, a silent rebuild. What does that mean? You get guys in, okay? You sign them to 1-year deals, and the guys that you have, you don't want to sign them to deals. And you build your team through the draft, but you don't make any big moves. Like you don't give any big contracts. You give a bunch of 1 deals, right? And you bring in veterans and you're silently rebuilding. Okay. You're strategically doing a rebuild so that if it works, you hit. It's like going to the casino and playing roulette. Okay. If you're going to put the money on the red or the black or whatever you're going to do, you do it. Right. So I've been saying for a year and a half, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in a silent strategic rebuild. I've been saying it. I've been saying they're not going to give any big deals unless it's to TJ Watt. I have been saying they're not going to re-sign these guys because they're in a strategic rebuild and some of these people are too expensive. Okay. I've been saying it over and over and over and over. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Everyone's not like, you're not a real Steelers fan. You're not this and that. What I am is smart. Okay. What I am is a smart football girl. And one thing I know about the NFL that I love about the NFL is it is a business. And what do you do with business? You move money around. You let go of people that you think are too expensive. Now, let's backtrack. George Pickens, okay? He is up for a contract next year. The Steelers decided they were not going to give him a contract next year. So instead of him just being able to walk, you trade him. Why? You get a draft pick. You let him go. You don't have to pay him. Minkah Fitzpatrick. I love Minkah. This has nothing to do with Minkah, has everything to do with business. You let him go. Why? He was due $15.5 million this year. $15.5 million. If you're a football fan and you're not paying attention to the numbers in the NFL, you're doing it wrong. So we let him go. And now we have Jalen Ramsey. If you look at the numbers for this season, Jalen Ramsey is making less money than Minkah Fitzpatrick. So the Steelers gain. That is how this works. A strategic rebuild is about reshuffling money. Have any of you ever been broke? Like, you know what I'm talking about, broke, right? And you're like, okay, paycheck to paycheck. I have like $37. I have to make this $37 stretch. And what do? You start maneuvering and you're like, ooh, I don't need this. Maybe I can get some sandwich meat. Maybe I can get a little bit of this, right? You start finagling and maneuvering. That is exactly what the Steelers are doing right now. It's just that I think some of us see the Steelers as like, if this is college football, I would say blue blood and this and that. The Pittsburgh Steelers are rebuilding. Okay. We do not have a quarterback right now. We have Aaron Rodgers, but you got what I'm saying. So our quarterback, 1-year deal. Darius Slay, 1-year deal. TJ Watt doesn't technically have a deal. Like all these guys, like 1-year deal, 1-year deal. Yes, we signed Elliott. That's a little money. That's a little money compared to the NFL. Okay. So strategic rebuild. Cool. You get rid of him. Okay. You get rid of Minka. Again, nothing against Minka. Hope he's great. Hope he goes and does amazing things. He's phenomenal. But I have been yelling at the Steelers, evolve, evolve, evolve. Okay. Respectfully, I'm a Steelers fan. That's my squad. We're not going to the Super Bowl this year. We were never going to the Super Bowl this year. We want a playoff game. We want a playoff win. Okay. We don't want the Super Bowl. So if you're not going to the Super Bowl and you're not the worst, because Steelers are the best average team in the entire NFL, argue with somebody who will argue back with you that they're not. They're the best average team. So what do you do when you're average? You have to look at the money and you have to start making great business decisions. And my Pittsburgh Steelers made a great business decision based on money strategically for your silent rebuild. Okay. That is what we did. I am proud to say that that is what we did. Did I want to lose Minka? No. Have I been saying though for a while, hey, if you need to drop Minka, go ahead. Go back and watch my videos. I've said it. People were so mad at me. They were like, they're not going to do that. What do you know? Go get back in the kitchen. Go do this. What do you know about football? You don't know anything about football. Come to find out, I might know a little something about football. I might know a little something about business. I might know a little something about how this works. So congratulations to my team for getting it together, for coming up with the plan, for executing the plan, and doing something that makes sense financially, because the NFL is a business. The game of the NFL is salary cap, and we killed that. Great job. So that is how I feel about the trade. I'm glad they made the move. Again, do I think the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl this year? No. So everyone's like, oh my God, so-and-so is washed. So-and-so is washed. So-and-so is washed. I had to listen to a fan base all last year say Minka was washed. And now today, some of those same fans are so sad that he's gone to Miami. So you whined and bitched and complained, and now he's gone, and now you're whining. So what do you want? Like, what do you want? The other thing I'll say, this also says to me that the Steelers like what they saw in training camp, or their little rookie camp, or their little, like, what is it? OTAs or whatever. This says to me that some of the guys, also shout out to Arthur Moats, because I did a whole 48-minute conversation on Arthur Moats' YouTube channel. So shout out to him, where I was saying, I think some of these younger guys, if they make an impact and if they do some things, I think we're going to be better for it. And guess what? You know what the Steelers said? Absolutely. We agree with you. We agree with you. Sorry, I had to take my watch off because it was ringing. And like, God forbid, I have my watch on and it like starts to ring and everybody sees who's calling me. Anyways, so yes. So I'm okay with the move. I think you have to do what you have to do. And I'm okay with the Steelers trying to do something, because in my opinion, if you're going to not do anything, I have a problem with that. I'm on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you are following fans of their NFL team right now, and their fans are pissed. Their fans are livid. They're not doing anything. They're not making any moves. They're not making any trades. They're never talking to anybody. They're not involved with anything. And the fans are like, hey, are we going to get anybody? Hey, what are we going to do? Hey, what about us? What about us? What about us? Like, what are we going to do? I see it every day. Every day. Fans are like, well, hope we do something. Hope we get involved. At least they're doing something. Oh, look, another guy picked up and my team didn't pick him up. So my point is, you cannot be a fan and say, I want you to do this. And then when they do something, you be mad. You also can't be a fan and say, I trust my team. I trust my organization. And then when your team and your organization does something that makes sense financially, you get mad at it. Like, what are we doing? Also, as soon as this trade went down, for those of you that don't know, I'm a sticky notes woman, okay? Sticky notes, like as soon as I saw the trade, I immediately was like, oh my God, I knew it, silent rebuild. And I put, we are making moves. I was like, I love this contract. I love this trade. I like that they are trying to do something different is what I have here. And then I immediately wrote the cap hit and the money in the cap hit, because this is what I do. So for those of you that think I don't know what I'm talking about, quite frankly, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to say anything too harsh, but I hate to say I told you so. I hate to say I told you so. I hate to say that the Steelers had to do something because we were so stagnant. And then let me just say this, because I know Mike Tomlin has a winning record and we're this and we're that. And here's the thing. Yes, we have a winning record. If Mike Tomlin doesn't have a winning record this year and it all tanks, you know what happens? We will have tanked. We're going to get like a top 10, top 15 draft pick. When have the Steelers ever gotten like a top 10, top 15 draft pick if it doesn't work? If it doesn't work, okay, it didn't work. Like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, I always say this, fear and faith could not occupy the same space. You can't be fearful of making a mistake. You have to walk on faith. Fear and faith could not occupy the same space. So if you have faith and you believe in what's going on, you let the faith play out and you let the faith do what the faith is going to do. That's just what I'm saying. So you can't say on one end, we have to make changes and we need to do this. And then the other end, when we make changes, you have a problem. Like, you can't get it all. You can't get everything you want. The other thing is too, I'll say this, and I'm rambling a lot because I have a lot to say. It's if the Steeler, and I say this because we have Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to leave Aaron Rodgers where he is for a second. I'll get to him in a second. Don't even worry. It's Aaron Rodgers, okay, is a Steelers quarterback. However, the Steelers have bigger problems than Aaron Rodgers. The Steelers have bigger problems than quarterback. You want to know why? Because that offensive line is not very good. Last year, they were not very good. This year, I don't know what they're going to be. They're young, and they have to come in and do something. We don't know what this offensive line is going to do. We are reevaluating ourselves, and that is okay. That is okay, people. If you are listening to me and you watch football, it is okay for your team to reevaluate itself. It is okay for your team to go, okay, are we going to the Super Bowl this year? Hell no. Okay, we're probably not going to the Super Bowl. If we go to the Super Bowl, something has went wrong for the Chiefs, for the Raiders, or for the Raiders, for the Chiefs, for the Ravens, maybe even for the Bengals. Like, something has went terribly wrong if we go to the Super Bowl. And listen, if we go to the Super Bowl, I'm there. Okay, I'm going. I'll be there. So we're not going to the Super Bowl. Okay. However, we are the best average team. Okay. Have any of you ever lived your life average? Have any of you ever like been average? Have any of you ever had enough money but not enough money? Or just like, have any of you like been average? Like, listen, okay, I do average really well. Like, I'm like, I kind of have enough money for this, but I don't really know if I have enough money for this. So like, what am I going to do? Right? You got to have to make a move. That's where the Steelers are. We're not the best. Okay. We're not. We're just not the best. We're not the worst, obviously. Hello, Giants fans. Hello, Panthers fans. Don't want to be even pettier. Hello, Jets fans. Like, come on. We're not the worst, okay? We're definitely not the worst. Hello, Tennessee Titans fans. We're definitely not the worst. We're not the best. So how do you make up the difference? You have to make a move. Fear and faith cannot occupy the same space. So the Steelers said, F it. Let's see what we can do. Let's get us another draft pick. Let's cut some of this money and let's see what we got. We have Aaron Rodgers, 1-year deal. Let's see, right? Jalen Ramsey, listen, it's the NFL. If we want to cut him next year, I think the cap hit is like 15 million or something like that. And we can do that, right? So my point is like, I think sometimes, I say this all the time in my videos, and I think that people think I'm nuts, is the NFL is a business. And if you look at the NFL as a business, it makes sense to you. Like I said, first thing I did when I saw the deal is I said, let me look at the money. Let me look at the money swap. Let me see how many draft picks we get. And let me see what that puts our team at, because that is how this is orchestrated. Because I am a businesswoman and I look at the NFL like a business. It's why I love it. It's why if college football, I'm going to say this out loud. If college football ever has like a salary cap or an aspect where we know how much players are making, I might pick college football over the NFL. Maybe. That was kind of a stretch. But I like the business aspect of it. And so if you're listening to me right now and you're like, what the hell is this lady even talking about? Why is she talking about this? I am talking about why I am okay with the Pittsburgh Steelers trade, because we're not going to the Super Bowl this year. That's okay. We just need to get better. Did we get better? I don't know. But did we stay about average? If we stayed about average and saved, I don't know, $8 million, do you guys think that's a win? If the Pittsburgh Steelers stayed average, okay, if we stayed the best average team in the NFL after this trade and we saved $7 million and we got another draft pick in 2027. Don't we think that that's a win? Like, I think that that's a win. I think when you look at this as a business, I think that that's a win. So that's it. I just think it's a win. I'm proud of them for making a decision. I'm proud of them for proving me right that we're in a strategic silent rebuild, however you want to put it. I am proud of them for doing something. And then let me just get to the Aaron Rodgers thing, okay? I know a lot of people are like, Aaron Rodgers is washed. He's so bad, right? Mainly the people that are saying that are people who watch him play football, and he hasn't looked very good. Have you seen the last like 6, 7, 8 quarterbacks the Pittsburgh Steelers have? Have you seen the last, I don't know, 6, 7, 8? The last, I don't know, the last like 2 years have been like, have you seen those quarterbacks? Like, have you seen the last 6, 7, 8, 9-ish years of the Steelers quarterbacks? If you have not seen them, go look at them, okay? Because they were bad. They were bad, okay? So if you're going to say to me that Aaron Rodgers is bad, that's cool, but go look at those other guys because those other guys are not very good. So again, I think it's a wash. I think it's a wash. And dare I say, if Aaron Rodgers, okay, if Aaron Rodgers has a decent offensive line and has time to throw the ball, the defenses that he's playing are not going to know what to do. And that is better than what we've had. Like, listen to what I'm saying here, okay? If you're a college football fan, I'll flip to this. If you're in college football and you're playing a team and you're like, this, okay, I got a perfect example, okay? Michigan, if you're listening to this and you're a Michigan fan, I love Michigan. This isn't personal. Just listen to my example. Last year, okay? Ohio State plays Michigan last year, okay? Or anybody that played Michigan last year. Anybody, including Texas. Played Michigan last year. At any moment, did anybody think Michigan was going to throw the ball down the field? At any moment when you watched the Michigan Wolverines play last year, did you think that they were going to throw the ball down the field last year? At any moment. Like, were you like these quarterbacks that Michigan has in 2024, did you think for 1 minute that either of those two quarterbacks is going to throw the ball down the field? Any of them? Did you think that? No, you didn't, because they weren't capable. That's exactly how we felt with the Steelers. We got excited when we scored 20 points, okay? Like, you have to understand our quarterback situation to understand what I'm saying. So if you watch college football, think about Michigan last year. How many times were you worried about Michigan throwing the ball down the field? Not very many. That is exactly how the Steelers offense was. So if you're telling me this year, teams have to just wonder for 2 seconds if Aaron Rodgers is going to throw the ball down the field, that's a win for the Steelers. The second thing is, and I always say very loudly, I am not an X's and O's girl. I don't sit and watch film. I don't do that. That's not my thing. Okay. If you see me watching film, you might need to like get me committed, because no, it's not fun. Okay. So here's the other thing. I know Aaron Rodgers can throw the ball in the middle of the field. Do you know what the Steelers couldn't do last year and the year before that 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 and the year before that? Is throw the ball in the middle of the field. Like, again, if our offensive line holds, right? Offensive line has to hold. They don't have to be great. They just have to be good. They don't have to be great. They just have to be good. If our offensive line holds, okay, holds, and Aaron Rodgers can throw the ball in the middle of the field, and you're telling me defenses might wonder if Aaron Rodgers might throw the ball down the field more than 10 yards, okay? That's better than we've had. That is better than we've had the past 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, whatever. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that, did anybody hear me say that Aaron Rodgers is great? Did anybody hear me say Aaron Rodgers is good? Did anybody hear me saying, because we have Aaron Rodgers, we're going to win the Super Bowl? Did anybody hear me saying that Aaron Rodgers is going to come in and he's going to save the Steelers? No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said that when you look at the Steelers team and who we had last year and 8 years before that, Ben's last like 1 or 2 years, and you look at what we've been doing, Aaron Rodgers makes us better, right? Like, again, I'm not saying he's good. I'm not like, but he makes us a little bit better because he gives us more options. And so even if you have to think about it for a second, this is the NFL. And we all know thinking about it for a second means something. So again, think about the Michigan Wolverines last year. Did you think the Michigan Wolverines are going to throw the ball down the field last year? Did you think they were going to throw the ball down the field last year? That's how the Steelers were. The Steelers were literally Michigan last year. Literally. So that's all I'm saying. So Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to be spectacular. Aaron Rodgers just has to not turn over the football. And because I believe football is a complete game, it's not just about the quarterback because we spend way too much time on the quarterback. But anyways, that offensive line has to hold. If the offensive line holds an extra half of a second more than it held last year, that's better. And so that's all I'm saying. And that's why we're the best average team in the NFL. So if you want to know what I feel about Jalen Ramsey, if you want to know what I feel about Minkah leaving, shout out to Minkah. Shout out to Minkah Fitzpatrick, first of all. He's amazing. Love him. Kudos to him. I wish him all the greatness in the world. When he came to the Steelers, he gave us hope and all the things. So shout out to him. This has nothing to do with him. This has everything to do with the fact that I'm heartless and I am ruthless when it comes to business. And I am okay with letting whoever go. I am also one of those people that I will depart with anyone if it means my team gets a little bit better or if it means my team is in a better position. And I think as of today, the Steelers didn't really change. So if you don't really change, but you gain in salary cap and you gain draft picks, I don't know. I think I would call that a win. So that is all I'm saying with that. So that is my spiel on how I feel about the Steelers making moves. That's how I feel about Minkah. That's how I feel about insert whatever here. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about my team. I am excited for what they're doing. And when I say I'm excited, this is what I mean, because I have to put everything in context. Because some people are like, she said she's excited and now she thinks they're going to the Super Bowl. Never said that. I'm just saying I know what the Steelers are doing. I get it. I understand it. I'm on board because I am a program woman and I like when programs make great decisions. And so that is what I think about it. And that's just how I feel. So yes. So I just want to go to my chat because I just didn't realize I was going to come on here and just rant for 25 minutes. So consider me ranting on my Steelers because honestly, my NFL fan series is releasing right now. If you are not watching my NFL fan series, what are you watching? Why are you not watching all of these episodes from these 32 fans that are fantastic? Also, if you're watching this and this is the first time you've ever seen me live and you are a college football fan, check your DMs because I might have reached out to you for something. Anyways, that's neither here or there. However, that's how I feel about the Steelers. I am proud of them. I'm glad that we're doing things. I'm glad that I feel like I can see the vision. I'm glad that I feel like we're just not stuck. We're just not waiting for things to happen to us. We are going and making it happen. I love that. I love that for us. Shout out to everybody in here. It says I have 138 people listening to me. There's no way I have 138 people listening to me ramble on and on and on about my Steelers. There's no way that that's accurate. But if that is accurate, welcome to all of you for reaching out to me and connecting with me. I also want to call out, I'd also want to say something, and it might shock some people, but I'm going to say it. I want TJ Watt to be a Pittsburgh Steeler next year. I want TJ Watt to be a Steeler. I think the Steelers should offer him $42 million, and I think we should move on. Would I be surprised if TJ Watt was not a Steeler next year? No. I'll just leave it at that. I'm just saying. I'm just going to leave it where it's at. You heard me say it here first. I'm just going to leave that where it's at, and we'll just keep it moving. So there's that. So let me go to some of these comments. So sorry, I've been ranting. So if you are new here, I usually don't, I'm lying. I do kind of rant like this often. This is actually, so here's a pro tip. So a lot of people, have I cussed tonight? I don't think I've cussed tonight. I usually cuss a lot. I cuss. Okay. It's nighttime. I'm a grown ass woman. Well, that was a cuss word, but I don't think I've cussed yet. Anyways, most people ask me do you really just get in front of the camera and just start talking when you're making your videos? Well, yeah, this is what I do. This is is literally how I make my videos. I hit record and I start recording and then I stop and then I edit. And I'm like, this makes more sense here. This makes more sense here. But I just rambled for 27 minutes about my team. And yes, I do this. This is how I make my videos. If I have a topic I want to talk about, I will hit record and I will ramble. And I'm probably outside and there's cicadas and birds and kids and ambulances and helicopters and big buses and my Amazon order being delivered and all the great things are outside. But like, this is me. This is what I do. I love football. Okay. I can talk about football any day of the week. So yes, this is what I do. I just ramble and ramble and ramble and I just talk. And I happen to make points here and now and then. Like if you're not listening closely, you might miss the point. But honestly, this is like what I do. And so, yes, my videos this is me. The other thing is too, I want to call out, if you want to see randomness, me rambling uncontrollably and me saying the most random things and getting all the behind the scenes footage to what happens to me when I'm recording outside with the rabbits or a bug getting on me or all of those things of how I act outside, because I do record my videos outside. You can become a member on my YouTube channel and it will tell you all the different things that I'm doing outside. So there is that. So there's a lot of people. I'm so glad that I can see the chat on Twitter. This is the first time. I'm like super excited that I did this. I don't know why I haven't connected my Twitter sooner. Anyways, who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? What is the age requirement for being an old dog though? What's the age requirement for being an old dog learning new tricks? Did I just like say that and that doesn't even apply to me? Anyways, so there's that. Yeah, I'm super excited. I saw a question here. Somebody said, did you like the Jalen Ramsey move? Yes. Will they keep him at corner and play alongside Fitzpatrick? Fitzpatrick has been dealt. Saints should listen to you about, if the Saints called me right now, I have like 4 things. I have 4 things I think the New Orleans Saints should do right now. If you all understood how much I obsess about football, let me give you an example. Like, this is kind of foreshadowing though, because obviously like Minka's gone. But you see this? You see the schedule? Do you see the little pin marks? Do you see me at the bottom? I print these schedules, okay? And I will go through this schedule and I will make my notes, okay? And then I will say, how many games I think we're going to win? How many games I think we're going to lose? And I'll just do it, freestyle it, okay? Then I will go back and I will go, who did that team play before that? Who did that team play before that? Do we get them off of a bye week? Do we get them off of coming out of town? Do we get them on Thursday night? Because listen, Mike Tomlin is not winning an away game on a Thursday night. Okay. So that's a loss. Like, then I go through and I make my schedule and then I make my videos. So I think a lot of people are just here that like think that I just like make these things up as I go along. I don't. Okay. I spend a lot of time, effort, research, all the things. So there's that. Rawhide with eyes. Don't know what that is, but okay. Technically T, hey, how are you? Motivated, hey, how are you? Dirty Birds will let me down again. I am so tired of them, and I hope that they do not let me down. It says this is a little rough. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm sorry. I went on a little bit of a rant. I just started talking, and my bad for that. My bad. I had to get a little like excited and worked up and fired up, and so I'm ready to, say whatever. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, any of those things, let me know. Hey, by the way, the Minnesota Vikings, like you all are so amazing. So Vocal Vike, who I had on my channel for the Minnesota 32 fan series. Like I cannot, like you guys, have you ever been somewhere where you're like, oh, I don't know about this fan base. Like, I'm not really sure. Like, I'm not really sure because like, I don't really know anybody here. I'm just going to like tiptoe in and be like, hey, and then, just whatever. They're so amazing. If you are listening to this live and you like listening to football and you like somebody that like keeps it real and you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, or if you're in that division and you want to hear what like Minnesota Vikings fans are talking about, or if you play the Minnesota Vikings this year, okay, you might want to go follow, you might want to go subscribe to like Vocal Vike, right? And just like see what he has going on. Great community. So shout out to all of you that are over here from his channel. He is phenomenal and has the best people. Subscribe to him in the comment section. So shout out to all of you. You're absolutely phenomenal. So I love that. Steelers think they got a Whole Foods Kirk Cousins. I don't know what they think they got, but we'll see. He will be. That was probably in response to TJ. Hello, hey, Australia. Hey, how are you? I love that you're in Australia and I can like watch your content when I'm like at night. Usually at night, honestly, I watch your content because it's a great time for me to watch. Because as I mentioned before, my brain at night, my brain's like activated. Like it feels like when my brain hits like 7 p.m. As soon as it's 7 p.m., it's like my brain's like, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this, and then do this and do this. And then at like 11, I'm lying. My brain is really activated until like 2 a.m., but I didn't say that out loud. But anyways, so there's that. From the purple game, massive trades for the Steelers. See, you see what I'm saying? Like this Minnesota Viking, like I am telling you right now, they are a lovely group of people. If you don't have anywhere to go and you're just like, man, I'm kind of bored. I need some football to like stream or something like that. Vocal Vike on YouTube will get you right. If you see him live, get in there. Say something. Say, hey, do the thing. Let's elect a Steeler Nation. Tomlin's ass is grass without a strong playoff run. I don't think he is. I honestly think there's a plan. And, I just think there's a plan. We'll see. Real is real. I don't know if you're calling me real, but everything on me is actually real. Everything. Is everything on me real? Did I lie? I don't have braids in my hair, so that's real. I don't have nails. My jewelry's real. Everything about me is real. So there's that. So real is real, period. I need to check. Sometimes when I have my braids, I'm like, whoa, wait, I'm not real. I have braids. But I don't have them. I miss them, by the way. For those of you that are asking, yes, I miss my braids. Yes, I wish I had them. Yes, I think about them every day. However, it is 1,000 degrees outside. It is humid. It is gross. The bugs are everywhere. It's gross. No. It's too hot. It is too freaking hot. So that's a no. Hall of Fame, college football. Hey. So that is my resident Oklahoma fan. Honestly, I love Jason. His real name is Jason. Jason, can I call you Jason? I can call you Jason. If you're an Oklahoma fan or if you're an SEC fan, or you like to hear some football, or you like to all those things, like Hall of Fame college football has all you need. You might see yours truly on last Friday. Was that Friday? No, Saturday. I was on late night on Saturday. So there was that. So feel free to go to his channel, click subscribe, do all the things. If I was talented, I would be dropping links in the chat. But let me tell you something right now, okay? I'm doing all I can to keep from talking, to not flash the camera, to make sure that I'm making sense, and to keep this hair out of my face. So like a girl can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Like a girl can only do so much. But shout out to you, Jason. Steelers. Oh, everybody's saying hi to everybody. Love that. Let's see. Just got here to say, glad the Steelers are trying to get better. Now my Ravens will blow about with 2 touchdowns. Hey, that doesn't bother me. Like, listen, best average. Okay. Best average. Now, if you come for our best average crown right now, we are going to have some problems. Now, Ravens, enjoy it and stop choking in the playoffs. Okay. The Steelers are down right now. Stop choking in the playoffs, Lamar Jackson. Stop choking. Stop. Go to the Super Bowl, Lamar Jackson. Stop. No turnovers. Learn how to play in the cold. Get over it, Lamar Jackson. Stop choking in the playoffs, Lamar Jackson. Thank you. Anyways, any other questions? Anybody have any questions in the chat? Oh, question. I see a question. Do you think we can win with what we have? Are we still missing a wide receiver too? I definitely think we need a wide receiver too. Do I think we can win games without a wide receiver too? Yes, if everyone stays healthy. Because the second people stop not being healthy, that is my concern. I'm going to have a problem. So would I like us to go get a wide receiver too? Absolutely. ASAP. So yes, I'm okay with us waiting for that though. Like I feel like there might be some options the closer we get to that. D, hey girl. Hey, I'm so happy to see you here. Also, D, okay, if you don't follow D on Twitter, if you don't follow her on Instagram, she has a YouTube channel, all the things like D, like y'all know how like D, like something about her, like, listen, I've never met her in person, okay? Like, never. But you know, like some people you can just like interact with them and like just see their work and you just like appreciate and admire them. Like, I think that she's like a part, like, you are part of the DC Defender. So you just tell me what position you play. And when I introduce you, I'll just introduce you as like you play for that team because at this point, like, you're all in for them. And I respect the hell out of that. So, hey, I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm just rambling like I normally do. I just ramble and talk about football and answer questions. So there's that. So, hey, D, I appreciate you for being here. No way you're being messy. I am not being messy. I am just talking. Okay. I am just talking. I am just talking. I am just being myself. And yes, my day is your night. Yes, it is. And I love that for me. I love that for me. I love that for me and your content. I love that for me and use relationships so that I can hear what you're talking about. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you like it, but I do love it. Yes. Hall of Fame college football, subscribe. Ooh, you're moving your way into college football slowly. I love that. I did not know when I started my channel, I didn't know people just did college or just did NFL. Like, I didn't know that there was like this separation. And the more I do stuff, I'm like, oh, you don't even have an NFL team? Oh, you don't even watch the NFL? What do you do on Sundays? I'm like, Thursday, football. Now college football too. Friday, what game is on? Who's playing? Who's playing? What's going on? Saturday, I am glued. Okay. We all know I'm a Texas Longhorn girl. Hook 'em. I don't care what anybody has to say about Texas. That is my team. I'm riding with my team. I was riding with us when we were good. I was riding with us when we sucked. And I'm definitely riding them with them right now. So if you have something to say about my Texas Longhorns, I don't really care. So yes, college football is totally different. And I love every single part of it. I love it, love it, love it. And then obviously I have the NFL. Like I always say, I feel like the NFL like tickles my business side plus football. And I love that. I love that. And then I love college football because I think college football is helpful for you to like learn football. Yeah. Like, so I kind of like the balance and I love the traditions of college football. So it's a little weird that most people say that, but yeah, I see some trash talking in the chat. Good. I love that. Okay. I love the trash talk. Let's keep that going. Love, love, love. Let's see. Lay off my QB. You get one for Lamar. What are you doing? Lamar. Okay. We're all cheering for you. We're cheering for you. We're cheering for you. Figure it out. ASAP. People were ready to revoke my Steelers card because I was cheering for the Ravens. Okay. I regret nothing. I regret absolutely nothing. Okay. I will cheer for Lamar Jackson. I don't care who doesn't like it. Okay. But I cannot keep defending you. So figure it out. So figure it out. Please figure it out. Okay. Figure it out. So yes. Let's see. What's more valuable to you, a safety or a cornerback? I think it depends on the team. I think it depends on the team. And I think it depends on what we're looking for and what we're needing. Because funny story, because I think like, again, going a little bit from college here and then going kind of to the NFL, I think last year, I think Texas really benefited from like some changes in how they had like Jahdae Barron playing and how they had Andrew Makuba playing and how they had Michael Taft. Like, I think how they worked that secondary last year was masterful and like great moves by the Texas secondary last year. And they needed that kind of shift and realignment. And then I think of the NFL, I mean, the Steelers defense, I mean, honestly, we couldn't generate a pass rush. So like, there's also that. God, that was terrible. I'm going to say safety just because I'm going to say that, but I would be willing to change my mind. If somebody came up with something that like made more sense, I would be willing to say, okay, that makes sense to me. I understand that. Let's see. I think Calvin Austin with more opportunity would be Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks light. Okay. Nah, maybe. I hate it. You hate the time zone. Yeah, I can understand that. By the way, I also love Australia. So, I mean, if I could pick up and move to any country any country, not think twice about it, not think about anything, and I could just pack up and move, I'm going to Australia easy. The second place I'm going to is Greece. I'm going immediately. And I'm saying, like, if I didn't have to think about cost and citizenship and where I would get a job and all of the things, how far it'd be from my family and blah, 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 I would go to Australia and then I would go to Greece and I would love every second of it. Every second of it. I would love it. I would love it. Yes, really, it's just an overachiever making content all about it. I do make a lot of content. I do make a lot of content. By the way, I'm going to plug it again. If you are not watching my 32 fan series for my NFL series, you are missing out. Okay. If you don't know anything about the NFL, if you just like to hear football talk, I have a fan on from all 32 teams in the NFL. It is my favorite project to work on. I'm going to caveat this, but it's my favorite project to work on to date. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And it's so much fun for me because everyone's like, it's so much work. It's so hard. It is so much work. And it is so hard. And I barely sleep. And I think I'm delusional. But as soon as I hit record and I get to talk to fans like about their team and what I think and what I feel and what I saw them do in the draft and what I think they should do. And if I think they're going to be good and I hear that fan and like I get energy from them and I love it. I absolutely love it. I love that series. I'm not going to make any announcements tonight. If you're a member, though, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you are a part of this, you also know what I'm talking about. So don't spoil it. But I'm working on something for college football. I'll just leave it at that. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So what is good with you? Life. Life is good. I am live streaming for the first time on YouTube. This is my first time YouTube. I'm live streaming for the first time on YouTube. That's not what's happening. I am live streaming for the first time on Twitter, and I'm doing Twitter and YouTube. Is that called a simulcast? Is that a simulcast, or did I just make that up? I probably just made that up. That probably isn't what it is. Is that what it is? Simulcast? Okay, I don't know. So yes, that's what's up with me, and I'm talking about my Steelers, giving my take instead of going like I was thinking about like making a video and doing all the stuff, but out of respect for my fan series, I like to give each team their own day. And so I didn't want to have like today's the Raiders video. I didn't want to release a Raiders video and then like a few hours later me come on screen and be like, let's talk about the Steelers. Like Steelers, that their time is gone. So yeah, I didn't do that. And then it's so funny. I don't know if he'll watch this, but me and Arthur Moats did a show literally last week. And I believe we talked about Minka. Anyways, that show with Arthur Moats on his channel. Search Arthur Moats. You'll see me. I will pop up. My big old head will pop up. And I think we talked about Minka. I don't remember. Anyway, so it's like all of these things are happening. And then like all these moves keep happening. And what is funny is like, if you know anything about the Steelers, like this is not normal. We usually are like quiet. We don't do anything. Our fan base is, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We do nothing. We say nothing. We do nothing. We move in silence. And then we come out in training camp. This offseason, the Steelers are like, here's DK Metcalf. Here's, you want George Pickens? What are you going to give us? He's sending away Minka. Here's Jalen Ramsey. I don't know who this team is, but I like this team because this team is showing me like, we see we need to do a little bit more. We see we need to get a little bit better. So I love that. I love that for us. I love that for our fandom. And it's okay, fans. It's okay for change. Change is okay. Studio One, you popped up on my screen. Great topic. That'll join the crew. Welcome. If you're here, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, what do you say? Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. That's why I have it on pre-recorded. If you watch my videos long enough, you'll hear it me just like pop in a pre-recording because I forget what I'm supposed to say. I'm like, hit the like. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, turn on those notification bells. And if you feel like it, hit a comment. If you feel like it, leave a comment in the comment section below, something like that. Anyways, now you see why I don't say it in the video myself. I drop in a little recording that does it for me. Pre-recorded, drop, thank you. I can't remember that to save my life. I have no idea why I can't remember it. So there's that. I've heard about these moves all day on sports radio. I like the moves. They disrespecting the Steelers. Honestly, everyone's always going to disrespect the Steelers. It's fine. It's fine. At this point, I'm like, If people think what the Steelers are doing is great, I would actually have a bigger issue with that. Because I don't know I don't know anyone who gives the Steelers respect. Like, and all we do is just like don't have losing seasons and go to the playoffs, but nobody respects us. So I don't understand what their issue is. Like, that is their problem. So, it is what it is. I don't even know it. I don't even know what to do with that. And I'm a Steelers fan. I'm writing for my team, and they're doing things that I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. So I am shocked. Let's see. I don't have any other I got through all the comments. So if you have any comments, questions, anything you want me to answer, I will answer almost anything. And I say almost anything because there's always a level of kind of people that I'm like, is that really appropriate? Like, we're having a football conversation. Like, is that really appropriate? So yeah. So I'll answer any questions that you might have. If you're on Twitter, you can also drop a question, people on Twitter. The people on Twitter are probably like, first of all, who is this girl? What is she talking about? Why is she talking about this? What is she doing on my screen? Why did I click on this link? Why am I here? All of those things. If you're on Twitter and you're asking yourself that question, that is a great question. Let me drop in the comments below why you're still watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you are on Twitter right now and if you're watching this and you're trying to figure out, why am I watching this, right? Like, why am I even watching this? Like, I don't know this girl. She's just talking. Or wait, you might call me a lady. I don't know this lady. I don't know what this lady's talking about. She's up here talking, like, whatever. I'm clicking it. I'm watching it. Whatever. I don't have anything to do. I'll put her on my AirPods. I'll just listen to her. I don't know. She might know what she's talking about. I don't really know. If that is you, let me know in the comment section that you're just listening to me. This is your first time ever hearing me go on a ramble. For those of you that have been here for a while, hi, you're not new to this. You're like, here she goes. She's off. She's off on a tangent. She's off talking about her thing. She's off whatevering. And yes, I am. I am off doing my thing, rambling, talking about whatever. And that is what I do. So, and obviously, football is very important to me. And I don't know why people have a problem with that. So there's that. The other thing I will say is like, has anybody listened to, do I know the English language? Did anybody listen to? I had a whole thing I was going to say, and then I just said something that made absolutely no sense. And now I have forgotten what I was going to say. Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Any questions? You have anything to say? I would love to answer questions, and I don't know how long I'll be live. So let's see. I will be live for probably about roughly. I need to get my nails done. You know what's so funny? So nobody wants to hear this, but I love to pick at my nails. Like, I love when they get like this and I can like pick at them. Like, a lot of people are like, why don't you take off your nail polish? I'm like, because I like picking at them. I don't care if you want to see me with perfect nails all the time. I like picking at my nails. So I'm going to pick at my nails. And that's what I like to do. So that's how I feel. Was this a good move to move on from Mink? So I think overall it was a good business decision. Do I think it makes the Steelers better or worse? I think we're still neutral. I think it's net neutral. But I think what helps being net neutral is we have saved money and we got another draft pick out of it by getting the tight end. They sent us a draft pick. So we got another draft pick. We gave away. So like, my thing is this, and I'll say this again, just in case you're just now coming in here. The Steelers are above average football team. I think we can all agree, right? The Steelers are not the best, right? We're not the best. We're definitely not the worst, right? So we're just like elite average is what I call this. I call this elite average. Like, we kill it at being average. Elite average, okay? Steelers are elite average. When you are elite average, you have two choices. You can either make a move that's going to catapult you to the top if you have the pieces. That would be, i.e., going in Trey Hendrickson, right? That will catapult us, right? Or you make moves that say, okay, let's just keep us consistent, but let's not take on any large contracts. But if we take on large contracts, it's for like our younger guys that we know are going to be here, or wide receiver. Cool. I'm okay with that. Cool. So we have a lot of money to play around with. Okay, cool. And so I think what the Steelers did is said, okay, we could have less money against our salary cap. We need to sign TJ Watt. I don't know if we're going to. And we can move off of Minka, who was going to be due for more money. If you ask me that, when I don't think the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl this year, I think it is perfect. Because again, the Steelers have more issues than just that. And that is my bigger picture. I think we have bigger issues. That's all I'm saying. So for me, when I look at a football team, I don't look at, is my quarterback good? If my quarterback's good, we're going to the Super Bowl. I do not look at football like that. The way that I look at football in the NFL is piece by piece by piece. If my team is fantastic, how do I keep us fantastic? If my team is average, what do I do to either move the needle way up? That would mean you have to go sign TJ Watt and go get Trey Hendrickson or something like that, right? Because that's dramatic. That's a big move. We're not doing that. We're doing a move that's kind of keeping us here, you know? We're not going up. We're not going lower. We're just kind of staying steady. We're just kind of keeping us here. Now, if more moves are coming, let's see, because that's the other piece of this is it's a puzzle piece. So it's like watching the draft. How many of you watch the NFL draft and on day one, you're like, God, my team's pick sucked. Like, God, that sucked. And then you watch day two and you're like, I kind of like those draft picks. Okay, that wasn't bad. And then you get to day three and you're like, you know what? We got an offensive tackle, an offensive guard. We got a really good receiver. I really like that linebacker. I really kind of like that safety. Wait, we got him too? And you start to go, that wasn't that bad. Okay. Like I kind of see what we're doing. And so that's kind of where I'm at. Like that is where we are. We need that consistency. Let's see. Studio One says, all right, got a project for you. What did y'all lose stat? Nope. See, here's the thing. Okay. You have to look at this from a different lens. Okay. If I go look at stats, if you want to ask me, did we lose the trade via stats? That's a different question. Now, if you're asking me, do I think we made the team overall better or worse? Again, different question. So the context of the questions matter here. And I think that it's important. I think it's very important. They said that a report just came out. Oh, I think a report came out. That they're fielding trade offers. Did I just break that news? No, I couldn't have. Somebody tweeted it. Please tell me somebody tweeted that out. Somebody tweeted out that they were fielding trade offers. Right? For TJ Watt on Twitter. Did somebody tweet that out? I think somebody tweeted it out. Yeah. Okay. I think somebody tweeted it out. Anyways. So that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. Let's see. Oh, y'all are talking about Michigan. Michigan. Yeah. Okay. What other questions can I answer? I think the other thing is the thing I'm going to be looking for, and I'm going to do my record prediction video. I think it's releasing July, I don't know, 15th or something like that. I don't know what the Steelers O-line is going to do. And I feel like when you don't know what your offensive line is going to do, it's like, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like, I don't know. So it's so hard to do a prediction when I'm like, I don't even know if we're going to have 30 seconds or if we're going to have 2 or if we're going to have 3. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what we're going to do. So there's that. So we'll just move it that way. Hey, Sports Junkies here. Also, if you're a Cowboys fan, I don't know why you would be a Cowboys fan. Okay. But I respect Cowboys fans. No, seriously. My Cowboys video is with Sports Junkie on his Cowboys channel. He also has a WNBA channel. So if you like the WNBA and if you like to hear, he goes live and has videos and it's very funny. I dare you to watch a live or a video and not laugh because you will laugh. Very funny. You should go to his channel, subscribe to his Dallas content, subscribe to his Court Junkie content, and you will not regret it. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, Dallas Cowboys fans for life. I appreciate you for having me on. You are welcome. And you can come on anytime. Maybe not anytime, most times you can come on. You can come on anytime. And for those of you that are new here, you're about to see a thank you. So prepare yourself in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super chats, get thank yous. So thank you, Sports Junkie, for letting me play that video. I appreciate you. And hey, really flawed. Is Texas going to the shoe in week 1? Michigan comes. Yes. Yes. I do believe Texas will win at the shoe. Again, this is June 30th. Okay. Like I'm a little rusty. Okay. I'm not like on my game. You know what I mean? Like cut me some slack. Like I know everyone thinks I'm like autopilot and I know everything and I have all these things in my head. I've done zero research, looked at zero numbers, but I think right now, I think Texas should beat Ohio State week 1. That's how I feel. Now, might change that. And we all know I call balls and strikes here. Okay. So if I don't think they're going to win, guess what? I'll make a video. You know what I'm going to say? We're not going to win. I will be straight up and I'll be like, we're not going to win because this, and this. Okay. So as of today, though, I think we look pretty good. So I'm okay with that. Ma'am, what was that? So when you send a super chat over here, I have special things that I like to send out and give thanks for. So if you send a super chat, okay, I play a thank you. That's how we work. That's how we work over here. Okay. So that is how we work. So if you don't like it, anytime I read a super chat, if you don't like it, just close your eyes. You don't have to see it. You don't have to experience it. Okay. It's for me. Anyways, Steelers Nation Australia, $5 super chat. He says, you have worked hard and built a great community. Here we go. That is so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you for recognizing. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I have zero idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing my best. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to play another thank you. Okay. If you have a problem with the thank yous, leave. Okay. Here comes a thank you. It's coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Video 2. There is, how many different ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had a whole live where we were breaking down the one we liked the best. So yeah, I have 5 different thank yous. So anytime you send super chats, you get a thank you. And yes, there is. I love how I can always tell like who, like, yes. So there. Okay. So yes, there are 5 different ones that I play. And so based on that, you send a super chat, you get a thank you, right? Because, you send thank you. So that is what we do. And lots of trash talk in my chat. Yes. I want to be the channel where all the fans come and just talk trash to each other. Sign me up for that. Okay. I'm in my animal print. Okay. Does this look like an animal? I'm in my animal print. And yes. Sorry we beat y'all last year. Yes, that's what I need. Hey, Oklahoma fans saying they're going to beat my Michigan next year. Yes, we need all of that. You love it here. Well, thank you. Thank you for enjoying being here. Okay. I just feel like super chats deserve something super. So there's that. So there is that. So sorry we had to give you all that LSU. Boy, I tell you, I love trash talk. Talk trash to me. I love it. Anyways, okay, that probably didn't come out like I was anticipating when I first said it, but you got me. What other questions? What other questions can I answer? I wonder if Twitter can see the trash talk? Can Twitter see the trash talk that's happening over here or not? I don't know. I don't know. Like if you're on Twitter, just so you know, you're missing the trash talk. If somebody says something funny, I'll post it for you. But if you're on Twitter, what's up? What's up, Twitter? Talk to me. What questions do y'all have for me over there at Twitter? And in Twitter world, X. If you're on X, what are we calling it? Have we converted? Are we officially calling it Twitter? Or are we calling it X? Because like, I just want to call it Twitter for the rest of my life, honestly. Unless somebody else buys it. I might call it whatever the new name is. I feel like though, if somebody else bought it, I think they would call it Twitter. Like, I feel like, okay, like if I had billions and billions and billions of dollars, I would go buy X and I would call it Twitter. Like, that's what I would do. Like, that's how petty I would be if I had billions of dollars. And that's why God's like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. So it is a no for you. But Twitter's not asking me any questions. Twitter doesn't like, or Twitter doesn't like me. It's fine. If I called you all X, would you like me better? I don't really like, so you know why I don't like X, honestly? Every time I say, like, who wants to talk about their ex? So when I say X, I'm like, I kind of feel like I'm about to go into a story. Like, let me tell you about my ex. Like nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear about my ex. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. So, oh shit, my ex. It's all going downhill. It's all going downhill. This is just water before anybody has anything to say. I don't even drink alcohol. Okay. It's just water. Okay. So let's see. What questions? Since X doesn't want to ask me any questions, since Twitter X though, I would just rather call it Twitter. Like if I say Twitter, I think people know what I'm talking about. Like if I say Twitter, if I'm like, hey, on Twitter, blah, 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 like everybody knows what I'm talking about. So why do I have to say Twitter X? Hey, on Twitter / X. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to call it what I call it. Whatever comes out, comes out. That's just that. What do you miss about life before social media? Are there kids listening to this? If you are a kid, okay, close your ears. Are there kids listening to this? Okay. What I miss before social media is you could do what you wanted to do and there was no proof of it. Fill in the blanks however you need to, like have that mean whatever you want it to mean. I'm just saying, I feel like now the social media area, we have to put it everywhere. Like, oh, I did this, and then I did this, and then I did this, and then I did this. And it's like, I don't want you all to know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to know what I'm doing, who I'm doing it with, when I'm doing it, at what time. Like, that's a lot of information. So I feel like nowadays it's like it's just different. It's just different, right? Like, it's just different. I'm just saying. So that's what I miss about life before social media. I also feel like life before social media, everybody was living a life that was just their life. And I feel like now people feel like they have to live a certain life because of social media. And so there's that. I don't love that. I don't love that people compare themselves. People look at their bodies. People I just don't like that. I don't like that. I just really don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Guys and girls, it is actually storming out here. Is my Wi-Fi spotty? I just heard a lightning thing. Has it been storming wherever any of you are located? Like the weather here is absolutely crazy. I don't understand. Okay. Where are my questions? Ooh, I have another question. Who is going to the AFC and NFC championships games this year, in your opinion? Oh no. If I had to guess, if you did an NFL fan series video with me, if you did an NFL fan series video with me, okay, and you don't hear your team, okay, it's nothing personal. It's just, I don't know if your team's good enough. Okay, who do I want to be in the AFC Championship game? Who do I want to be in the AFC Championship game? I want it to be like a Lamar. So I'm catch-22. Like, part of me wants it to be a Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, and I want Lamar to beat Patrick Mahomes. That would be fantastic. And then I kind of want it to be like a Lamar, Josh Allen, because then I want Lamar to be able to beat Josh Allen. Like, I want Lamar to go to the Super Bowl, period. Like, I don't, like, come on. I want you to go to the Super Bowl. So that's what I want. But so yes, I'm a Steelers fan. I'm saying that because I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. Okay. I don't cheer for the Ravens. I don't cheer for them. I cheer for Lamar Jackson. Okay. Lamar Jackson. Also Derrick Henry. I cheer for Derrick Henry because he's a great human. But yeah, so if I had a choice, if somebody said to me, hey, Flawed, like whoever you wanted in the Super Bowl, that could be the Super Bowl. Or in the AFC Championship game, whoever I could pick in the AFC Championship game, I would pick the Ravens and I'd pick the Buffalo Bills because we're kind of tired of saying the Chiefs. It's okay, Chiefs fans. It's okay. It's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's you. It's not you. It's me. NFC, I think the Eagles has the best roster in the NFL. I think the Philadelphia Eagles has the best roster in the NFL. Full stop. I just do. I think as of today, as of June 30th at 10:27 Central Time, I think that the Philadelphia Eagles has the best roster in the NFL. That's just what I think. I think offense, defense, all of it. I think they have the best. Okay. So have to put them in the NFC Championship game. And I want to throw out a wild card. Who would I want to see the Eagles play in the NFC Championship game? Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. You know who would kind of be fun? And this isn't going to happen because the freaking Falcons, it would be so cool to see to see Jalen Hurts against Michael Penix against Atlanta. Like, that would be so fun. That would be like for the culture. I'm cheating a little bit. That would be for the culture. I feel like if it was like the Eagles versus the Falcons. Can you imagine an Eagles Falcons NFC Championship game? Like, listen, no disrespect to white people. Just give me a second for this one. Okay. Just give me a second for this one. Just give me a minute. Okay. For this, for black people. Okay. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. Or, hey, if you're for the culture, come on into the conversation too. You're cool too. Black people, think about Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. Atlanta Falcons, NFC Championship game. Are there any more like cultural diversities than Atlanta and Philly? Like Atlanta and Philly, like, can you get any more? It's like, I don't know, like Atlanta, Philly, all of that stuff. Like, right? Like, okay, now let me get off of it because I know some people are a little sensitive and God forbid me talk about Black people and culture. Oh my God. But you know how crazy that would be if it was them? Just be like a culture. I would call it the culture game. like, whose culture is better, Philly or Atlanta? Yeah, bird versus bird, dirty bird versus what are they? Dirty bird versus the eagle bird. Like, it would be Penix versus Hurts, Atlanta versus, like, it would just be like this whole thing of like, culture. Like, the whole game would be all about the culture. And let me tell you something. If that happens, I think the Eagles are the best, like, the most like complete team in all of football. So me saying this doesn't make any sense. But if that happens, imagine if it happens in Atlanta. Like, okay, think about this for a second. Okay, I'm cooking this up. Okay, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So it's cool, right? We're all friends here. We're all humans. We also know everybody has different cultures. Okay. If white people were like, hey, you know, it'd be cool to have so-and-so and so-and-so playing at Nashville at the country music festival. You know what? I'd be like, that's cool for y'all. I hope y'all get that. So, okay, just let me live for a little bit. Can you imagine? Just dream. Everybody stop saying or stop thinking like the Falcons can't, they're not. Just stop. Let's just dream a little bit here. Let's just dream. Okay. Falcons, Philly. Okay. We're in Atlanta. We're in Atlanta. Okay. We're at, what is it called? Mercedes-Benz. We're at Mercedes-Benz, right? Like at Mercedes. Have y'all seen the Falcons football games? Are you kidding me? So imagine this. So you have Philly, one side. You have Atlanta, the other side. Okay. Or Falcons, other side. We're in Atlanta. We're in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Okay. It's going to be a Saturday, so we can go ahead and open Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? So Chick-fil-A on a Saturday playoff game. Although I think in the NFL, they play them both on Sunday. Doesn't matter. We're dreaming. Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine? For the culture, I can't think of anything better. Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Atlanta, and the playoffs? Are you the playoffs? Like, are you kidding? So, anyways, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. So I'm just going to dream here for a little bit. And now that the dream has happened, then we're good. Okay. I'm just saying. So that would be actually kind of cool. I actually think we're going to see a team's going to go this year to like the AFC or NFC championship game. And we're all going to kind of be like, who? When did they get good? They're good? Huh. I didn't realize they were that good. And then you can never count the Bengals if they learn how to freaking tackle. Like, I don't know, Bengals. I mean, honestly, I hope the Bengals never learn how to tackle. Let me go on record and saying I hope the Bengals never learn how to play defense. Okay. I don't ever want them to figure out their defense. So let me just make that very clear. Very clear. So Mercedes-Benz has the best stadium food. We don't need Chick-fil-A. Okay. Listen. Cool. Let's play it on Saturday or Sunday then. Cool. We don't need Chick-fil-A. We need your chicken. We don't need your honey mustard barbecue ranch. What is it called? What do they have? Honey mustard, roasted honey roasted barbecue. I don't know. Some sauce. It's yellow. I don't know. So we don't need Chick-fil-A. We got our own food. Matter of fact, we can just bring our own food. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, we're Black people. Let me stop. I feel like people get way too sensitive and take this way too seriously. So I'm just saying it would be a lot of fun. Okay. It would be a ton of fun. It would just be a ton of fun. Okay. Yes. Honey roasted barbecue. Yes. That's it. That's the sauce. If you've never had honey roasted barbecue, y'all, Jason, now you know, I was just talking about the culture. And this fool said tater salad. I'm talking about the culture. Where does tater salad fit in the culture? Where does that fit? What are we doing? We're talking about the culture. We're talking about the culture. We're talking about the culture. I'm talking about the culture, and I'm like the culture and the food and how great it is. And Jason says, tater salad? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I'm hot. Oh my gosh. This man said tater salad. How is that for the culture? Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. Jason, I'm sorry, that crinkling is probably so annoying on there. That is so funny. Oh, I'm like, yeah, for the culture, and then Black people, and then we're gonna show up. And you know what? We're gonna bring our own food. We don't even need Chick-fil-A. We're gonna do our own thing. And somebody in the chat's like, yeah, we're gonna bring wings. We're gonna do this. And Jason says, tater salad. Oh my god, that is so funny. That is so funny. Oh my God, that is so funny. Sorry. Can you guys hear me blowing? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me blowing myself? that, is, that is inappropriate. I'm into the live in a little bit. This is getting out of control. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That is so funny. Rawhide told me I probably put raisins in my tater salad. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. That was good. That was good. Now I'm sweaty. Now I am sweaty. Okay. That was good. You know what, Jason? I'll give you that. That was good. And also, it's kind of funny because somebody messaged me on my Instagram and they were like, how do you not laugh at yourself in your videos? Like, how do you say this stuff? You say this stuff with a straight face and you don't laugh. Spoiler, I laugh a lot. I laugh a ton. You just don't see it because that is a little bit out. But yes, the magic of editing. My videos are, they're my videos. I will be honest and say though, my members see my behind the scenes. It's part of the things I give my members. I usually release a membership video like every week. And there is me like just literally laughing at nothing. Like I've said the most random thing. And I am laughing at myself because that's what I do. My favorite thing to do in the world. I won't say in the world because honestly, some of the things I really like to do, I probably wouldn't say them like on a live, you know what I'm saying? But okay, not terrible. But some of my favorite things to do is laugh. Like I love to laugh. I love laughing at myself. You guys have no clue how much of a mess I am. You have no clue how much of a mess I am. You honestly have no freaking clue because I'm a mess. I'm a full-blown certified mess. Okay. There's like levels of mess where you're like, oh, she's a mess, but like she's kind of put together. And then you're like, oh, she's a mess for real. Like that's me. Like I have random things. So there's that. My whole screen just blacked out. Yes, Jason, you got us completely off the rails, but that is okay because that was freaking hilarious. That was hilarious. If I was smart enough, I would like clip that, but I don't think you'd understand it because like you've had to be here to understand we were talking about culture and then you bust out with tater salad. I don't know. Black people, do y'all eat tater salad? It's okay if you do. It's okay if you do. Oh, Amanda, sorry, my service is getting spotty. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Oh, let me play you something. Let's play you this one. That one was cute. It was kind of long, but thank you, Amanda, for becoming a member. What you can do is, well, you'll have access to all of the content that I'm talking about, and it's just behind the scenes. Every week, I usually drop another video. I will be honest. I did a workout video the other day. Okay. I did a whole workout video and I didn't record it. Yep. So it's not on there. It is not on there. I didn't record it. So yeah, you have access to all of that content, Amanda. Go enjoy it and go laugh at me as much as you want to, because let me tell you something. I am a mess and I am a proud mess. I am proud of who I am. So there's that. So yeah, and then you'll get little cute things beside your name. And then I think you can like there's like emoji, like you can throw a yellow flag out. You can like do all these cool things. If anybody wants to join my membership, I will drop the link. You can join my membership. There's different prices, different things, all the different things. But yeah, I'm a mess and you will see all my behind the scenes and it's a lot of fun. And there's a couple of things, I keep saying there's a couple of things I want to do, but then every time I do them, you know how like you want to give like quality stuff and like quality, like I want to give like quality content. Cause like I think I'm pretty boring. And so like, I'm very, like I have a schedule and I follow the schedule, like nothing about that's fun, but my workouts are fun. My behind the scenes are fun. And all of those things are fun. And so that's cool. The other thing is too, I also give updates of what I'm going to release in the coming month. So that's cool. The other thing I will say is I did a video on my channel and, you're welcome. Looking for it. Oh, thank you. I love that. Thank you. I did. Oh, wait. Jason's trying to redeem himself. Wait. Black people don't make potato salad. Bro, you gotta call it. That was the funny part. You have to call it potato salad. We don't call it tater salad. It's it's not the it's not we don't call it tater salad. We call it that's what I'm saying. Like, do y'all eat tater salad? Like, anyways, it's you know what? I can't. Just it's okay. Also, on Jason's channel, guess what? He put me in 1 minute timeout. 1 minute timeout. Boy, I tell you, it's your own people sometimes. What was I going to say? Oh, one of the videos I am going to kind of like re-release. So people like a lot of people reach out to me and they say like, because I have a lot of content that I've just released in the past, and they're like, man, I wish you would re-release that video. Like, I wish you would like go to that video and like remake it and re-release it again. And I have never like had content that I kind of like reused and then like remade to kind of make my point, because a lot of the stuff I do is like preview for the Steelers game, preview for Texas, preview for Colorado, and then I make a reaction video, right? And then I go on the next one. Oh, yay. I love those emojis. If you can't see it on Twitter, Amanda is using my like emojis that I made for my members. And then as I get more members, I can make more emojis. And so I already have some ideas on some emojis I want to make, but I need more members and then I can do that. So there's that. But so one of the videos by the way, I'm saying this. So if you're listening to this now and you have nothing to do, go scroll back through my old videos when I didn't know what the hell I was doing and my sound was awful. And let me know if there's any old videos that I created that you want me to recreate, and I can see if I can recreate it. So somebody whose opinion I value very highly was like, you should remake your education video. So I don't know, for those of you here, I'm not going to give my whole education spill, okay? Because I already have a video on that. It's a lot, okay? It's a long video. It's a lot of education, but it's there. But I think I'm going to redo that video because I don't think a lot of people have seen that video. And for those of you that like this is your first time ever listening to me, for people that have been here for a long time, you know how much my chat acts like I'm the dumbest person, or I'm like a bag of rocks and what do I know? And what do you know? You're so stupid. Like, you don't know anything. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I think I'm going to take that and kind of like make a video out of it and then like release my education, like re-release my education video, because I learned through creating content. A lot of people are like, you should reuse your old content. And I've never reused my old content, except I think I've done it like twice when I've said something that I was right about, i.e. Arizona State. By the way, I called Arizona State winning the Big 12. I called Arizona State winning the Big 12 last year, mid-season, when they still had to play BYU, Iowa State, all that crap. I called it last season before it happened. And I said, you know what? I like Iowa State here. Or I said, I like Arizona State here. I like Arizona State. And guess what? Arizona State won. So I'm just saying. So if you go through my old content and you see something and you're like, girl, like make a video on this, right? Go to my comment section, write me a comment, and I see it, because I am one of those people. I respond to every single person that writes a comment to me. And so if you're nice to me, you get a nice comment. If you're rude to me, you might get a petty comment. It's just kind of what I do. But I respond to every single person that leaves a comment on any of my videos. So if you see something that you want to see again, I will consider making it. But I'm definitely going to do the education video. So if you happen to see the education video, I don't even know if I was wearing a mic. I don't even know if I had a mic. I don't even know. Okay. Also, don't judge me about those old videos. They're not my best quality. Okay. I'm not saying like my new quality is like, my new videos are like better quality, but my new videos are like more me, and I'm more comfortable and I'm more confident. And the other thing I was going to say too is I am going to do like a Q&A video about my NFL fan series, because I have so many people that have asked me so many different questions. And one of the questions that I get all the time, and I need to say this out loud, I'll say it again in the video, is I asked women to be a part of my NFL fan series. Okay. Never think for 2 seconds that I do not ask women to be a part of my NFL series. Some of them are busy, some of them are booked, busy, and they don't have time. And some of them are just have other, like they have other obligations and they can't do it. And so I ask women, like I think that some people think that I don't ask women to be a part of the things that I do. And I do. I do ask women to be a part of the things that I do. I do. It's just, it doesn't always work, or they say, hey, they have stuff going on. So I'm just saying, like, I ask women to be a part of it. And listen, and the women will tell you when they can do it. I'm like, when works for you? I will wake up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like I will do it. But hey, some of them are just busy. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are just busy. So, so there's that. Yeah. I love a new face. Cardiac X Attack Gaming. Oh, that sounds fun. Keep the rant going. Keep the rant going. That's what I do. What I do here is I just rant. And if I get super chats, I play a sexy video. And if I don't get super chats, I just rant, talk about whatever, whoever wants to ask me questions. Keep the rant going. We'll be tuning in more. Also, do more content with Mr. Moats. Love the chemistry. Go Steelers. I will do more content with Moats, with Arthur Moats on his channel, Arthur Moats Experience. I will. So don't you worry. We will do that. And we'll get it going. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate that you came over here from that episode, because I will be honest. Like, why am I even going to say, okay, you want some honesty? I'm not going to give you any. I'm not giving any honesty. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm going to say it. Let me know if you want some honesty in the chat. Just let me know. If I get one, you know what? If I get one X Twitter, that's so lame. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. Twitter. If I get one Twitter comment, I will give you some honesty about my Arthur Moats conversation, because what I have to say might shock you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, and yes, we are 100%. We will collaborate again. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go to type in Arthur Moats on YouTube, and you will see my conversations with him. Also, Hall of Fame, I'm ignoring you because remember, I'm still muted. Technically, I never became unmuted. I am not showing your explanation because you muted me, and that is a fact. That is just a fact. You muted me. I don't know what you want me to say. Always want honesty. See, if one Twitter person, because I'm calling them Twitter here, okay? If one Twitter person says, you want me to tell you about my Arthur Moats conversation, a little bit of behind the scenes that you probably will be shocked to know, I will provide that for you. Amanda, you always want honesty. If one Twitter person says something, girl, I gotcha. Skipping over Hall of Fame's comments. Hall of Fame, I appreciate you. Okay. I know that you really didn't mute me on your live show. I know you were ending the show. Okay. You're an Oklahoma fan. I'm a Texas fan. I was putting horns up. You got easily triggered and you muted and you timed me out. Okay. There. That's the story. Okay. Still a you problem. You still made your problem my problem. And I don't appreciate that. Did you pick the Ravens over Steelers to go to the championship? I picked Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. We got to be very, I said the Ravens, like as a team. Yes. Cause that's a team, but because the problem is if I pick Lamar Jackson, people are going to be like, Lamar Jackson plays for the Ravens, right? As if I don't know that. So I have to be, this is how I have to do things. And so I picked Lamar Jackson over the Steelers. Okay. Lamar Jackson. Listen, I need to see if the Steelers can stop the run. I need to see if the Steelers can line up on a good offensive line. And I want to see if the Steelers can score more than 20 points consistently. If I don't see those three things, I can't say you're going to the Super Bowl, period. Full stop. That is my expectation. That is how I feel. And that is where I'm going to stay. So yes. So Twitter doesn't want to hear me being honest. Twitter doesn't want to hear me be honest. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You know what else? Hall of Fame. Okay. You That is so funny. I just almost played one of my super chat videos. That would have been random. I'd have been like, thank you. Thank you. I need to make some more videos. It's just so hot. It is so hot. Everything I want to do is so hot, like unbearably hot. Like I walk outside and my skin is crawling. My name on Twitter is really flawed. My name on Twitter is really flawed. Twitter, really flawed. Instagram, really flawed. YouTube, really flawed. 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 It is so hot. So I want to make more videos. I want to make more videos, like thank you videos. But I freaking can't because it is 1,000 degrees. Every time I curl my hair, it stays for 7 seconds. That's not cute. Like that's not cute. You know what I'm saying? That is not cute. Hall of Fame. I'm just gonna call you really Pate from now on. You do his ad-libs. Okay. If you listen, I'm gonna say this and then Jason saved the day. So I'll be saying the thing. Okay. Just I'll tell you about the Arthur Moats, like my own personal behind the scenes, because you know what's funny? I was actually going to record myself behind the scenes, but I couldn't, and I'll tell you why. So I would love to talk to Josh Pate. Okay. You might randomly see me in Josh Pate's comment section and being like, hey, what's up? Love to collaborate. What's up? Hey, Josh. Like, I would love to talk to Josh Pate. I would love it. I would love it. I would rearrange every single thing I have on my calendar to talk to Josh Pate, period. I would arrange, let me repeat that. I will rearrange anything on my calendar to talk to Josh Pate. I would rearrange anything on my calendar to talk to Josh Pate. I would rearrange anything on my channel to talk to Joy Taylor. I would rearrange anything on my channel to talk to Colin Cowherd. I know a lot of people cannot stand him, but I would do it in a second. I would do it. I would rearrange my schedule for Ryan Clark. I would rearrange my schedule for Ryan Clark. Okay. And Casey Hampton. Period. Any day of the week. Josh Pate, if you're listening to this, if anybody is listening to this, knows that Josh Pate follows them. If anybody is listening to this and sees me comment on Josh Pate stuff and you're like, oh God, there goes that weird girl again. It is me because I want to talk to him. I have questions that I want to ask him. Anyways, so there's that. So you ready for this truth about my Arthur Moats conversation? Okay. So everybody kind of sees me as like confident. I got this. I'm all put together, right? I'm good. I'm on a live just blabbing. Oh, God knows what. Giving my opinion on the Steelers, talking football, right? Everybody's like, I'm cool. I'm cool. I was freaking the fuck out. Okay. Let me explain something. Since I have had my YouTube channel, I just talk football, right? And I do shows. Like obviously I have a fan series. I have all these things, right? And I'm usually responsible for them, or I have part in them, or I have access to them, or like I'm like a part of it. It's mine, right? This was the first time that I did something with somebody else where I had no control. It was on his platform. We recorded for him, and he's lovely. This has nothing to do with Arthur Moats. Arthur Moats, if you're listening to this, you are the bomb. This has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with me. And I was freaking out. I was anxious. I don't get nervous. I don't get anxious. I don't get anything. I just because it's just a conversation. right? It's just a conversation. And the other thing is you should know is that I subscribed to Arthur Moat's channel. Okay. So like I knew, like I know his audience. I listen to him when he's live. I listen to him. I watch his videos, like, cause I like consuming content. Right. And so I feel like in order to be a good content creator, you need to consume content, because then you can also learn a lot about the way that you create content from listening to other people create content. And so I watch them, right? I don't watch like ESPN and all that crap. I don't care about that. I do watch content creators. That's why I'm obsessed with Josh Pate. I love how he puts things together. Love it. And anyways, I watch so many different YouTube channels, all different YouTube. You call it, I've watched it. Like I've watched some Ole Miss. I've watched some USC. I've watched some Penn State. I will watch it. Right. I'm obviously doing a series, and everybody I did a series with that has a YouTube channel, I watch their content before I recorded the videos because I show up prepared and do my research and all those things. Right. But that moment, I was so nervous. I didn't know what I was going to wear. I didn't know how I was going to do my hair. I was worried about my nails. I was worried about what I was going to say. I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't know if my voice was going to run out. I didn't know if I was going to have enough water. I didn't eat. I was anxious. All these different emotions. And so I remember, so then I get the link, right? Because like when you go on somebody's thing or whatever and it's recorded, they send you a link and then you click the link or whatever. And I remember thinking like, I don't think I can do this. Like I've never felt this way. Never. I've never felt that way. And I think it was because I like talking football and it means so much to me and it's so fun and it challenges me and it pulls, like, I love talking football and I can talk football any day of the week. But that was the first time somebody invited me in their space for their show only, and it was recorded. And because I feel like live, I can just say, like, I'm just talking, right? I'm like, but I feel like when something's recorded, I think people have like a little bit more like expectation. Again, all of this pressure I put on myself. This is a me thing. This is not him. This is me, because this is how I am. And so when I record content for myself, I literally hit the thing and I just start talking. I'm like, oh, what am I talking about today? Steelers schedule, hit record, just start talking. I just start talking. Who cares? Right? No big deal. End it, edit it, release it. No big deal. This one was recorded and I wasn't in control. I didn't have any edit power. And so I was anxious. And so for those people who watch this, who are always like, you're so composed, you're so confident, you have it all figured out, you're good. What can you struggle with? What can be the thing you're worried about? What can be like all the things that you think when you see me and you see me go on and you see me laugh and engage and smile and be happy and be all of these things. When you see those things, like, just know I was freaking out. Like, that was the first time. Okay. That was the first time since like that was the first time since my very first video that I was like, why am I doing this? I don't know anything about football. Do I know anything about football? What do I know about football? Oh my God, what do I know about the Steelers? What are the Steelers doing? Do the Steelers have an offense? Do they have a defense? Who are the coaches? Who is the coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers? What position? What am I going to talk about? Do we have Aaron Rodgers? Did we get Aaron Rodgers? What is today? Am I supposed to be there at 1:30 or 3:30? Am I supposed to be there at 2 or 2:15? Am I supposed to be there? Okay, is it Wednesday or is it Thursday? Is it this day or is it this day? What are we talking about? He just was talking about the Steelers, right? And I'm going through all of these things. If somebody is watching this and you have anxiety, you kind of know, like, I'm not saying I had an anxiety attack. Okay, that's dramatic. I'm just saying that anxiety attacks are not dramatic. I'm saying that I felt like I had a lot going on. And so I was anxious. I was so anxious. And I was anxious the week before. I was anxious the whole time. I was so anxious, like tremendously anxious. Like, you have no clue. And then you know what happens? So I'm anxious. And then I was tired. It was storming. The Wi-Fi was flickering. I couldn't find my AirPod. I had left work early and then like something happened at work. So my cell phone was ringing. Like, of course, all of these things were happening, right? But you know what happens? As soon as he came on camera, I never thought about it ever again. Like, I was like, I'm fine. Like, it was like, but before I was like, ah. And then as soon as he came on camera and we're about to hit record, I was fine. Like, I was like, oh, right. You know what it's like if you played sports or or whatever, and you get all that anxiety and you get all that stuff. And then people, like a lot of football players will say, as soon as the ball kicks off, it doesn't care. You don't care. Like it's game time, right? Your game face on. Or as soon as tip off happens, as soon as I hit my first, whatever, right? As soon as the first pitch happens in baseball, whatever analogy you want to use. And it was like, as soon as that camera turned on, I was like, like as soon as that camera turned on, okay, I was on. I was like, what do I like? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what's the next question? Like literally as soon as that camera turned on, I was sitting there and I was kind of like, oh my God, okay, does this look good? Do I look good on camera? Oh my God, my hair's everywhere. Did I curl my hair? What do I do? And I kid you not, as soon as that camera went on, I was like, I was like in the zone. I was in the zone. And I had no idea what I had said because I was just in the zone. I was just having the conversation. I had no idea what I was saying. And I was just talking. We were talking. I was just talking. He was asking me stuff. I was just talking. We were in conversation. Ended the conversation. I have zero clue what I said. I'm like, I remember the topics, but like I couldn't, like I kind of remembered like words that I said, but I couldn't remember like how I said them or if it made sense or like I couldn't remember anything. I just like did it. Okay. And then, so then like we recorded and then it releases, I think 3 or 4 days or whatever later, a couple of days later. And I remember when I watched it for the first time, I was like, God, please just like, can this please just like sound good? Like, can I please just like, like communicated a point, made a point, was articulate, made sense, and I was like, can this at least, because I always say like make football sense. And so that's my thing. I'm always like, I hope this makes football sense. Like, I really hope this makes football sense. And then I watched the episode and I was like, I was like watching. So anyways, so I was like watching like myself through the video. I don't know. Anyway, so that was like my little story about like that experience for me. Again, nothing Moats did. He's fantastic. Just for me, I was just like, oh my gosh, what do I gotta do? Do I look good? Is the camera up? Am I talking? Is my mic on? Is my mic gonna be on? Am I gonna be talking, going on a rant, and then my mic's not gonna be on? I talk with my hands a lot. Is that going to be awkward? And what am I saying? Do I even know this? Do I know football? Do I know football? Do I even watch football? When's the last time I watched a football game? Like I started going through all these things like in my head. So I'm telling you, do not let your head, this head, dictate or take you away from your passions and from the things that you enjoy, because everything in me wanted to be like, I can't do this. I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. No. And I did it. And if any of you have watched it, or if any of you were over here from Arthur Moat's channel, or if any of you watching on the playback are going to be from Moat's channel and have watched that video, like it meant a lot to me as just like a human to like get out there and do it. And so I did it. And some people will be like, why are you like that? Like you interviewed 32 different fans from the NFL that you didn't know these people. You talk to people all the time you don't know. You do this with the people you don't know. You do that. You're right. I do all of those things with people I don't know. You're 100% right. But they're on my terms and it's my platform and it's me and I have edit power. I get to see the finished result. If you think for 2 seconds I don't record with people and then go back and watch the episode, you are crazy. I go back and watch the episode. Have access. Like by the time you all see things, I have seen it at least 2 or 3 times because that is who I am. And I used to have like perfectionist problems. Like when I was younger, I don't have those anymore. But I think a way that I get around those is I laugh and I lean into it and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, the way that I said that doesn't make sense. I could probably say that better. And so it's just like this self thing that I tell myself. So yeah, if you watch that episode, if you haven't watched that episode and you watch that episode now, there's your background and your context that I was a nervous wreck before. Like I can't even like nervous wreck. And then I just did it. And I was like, I'll be honest. What I told myself. Okay. And I'm going to end this live here in about 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, anything, let me know. Because now I'm just rambling. Okay. Now I'm actually legitimately rambling about things that probably most of you are like, what the hell is she even talking about? What is she even talking about? I said to myself, like, before we went live, I was like, I'm a bad bitch. I can handle this. Like, that's literally what I said to myself. And then I just like went with it. I was like, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I got this. Like, that's literally what I said to this is, I got this. I was like, who cares? Like, I'm a bad bitch. It didn't matter if I believed it. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what had happened every single day leading up to that moment. As soon as it was game time, I was like, I got this. I didn't even believe it, but I said it. I said it to myself. So, anyways, the moral of the story is, now that you've gone down that rabbit hole, self-talk works. Self-talk matters. I self-talk all the time. And that helped me get through that episode. So there's that. And if you have been here listening to me talk for the last hour and 50 minutes, bless you. Okay. Because I never know what's going to come out of this mouth. I never know what the topic is going to be, but I appreciate every single one of you that stopped by to chat with me, to be here, to listen to me ramble. I am so proud of this live that I only talked about Texas football a couple of times. I'm very proud of myself. People all the time are like, why don't you talk about Texas? Why don't you talk about Texas? Why don't you? I'm like, you realize, okay, July, starting like August 1st till hopefully January, I will be talking about Texas. Okay. Like, they should be playing. So trust me. Okay. You will, if you're here to hear me talk about Texas, you will get your Texas fix. I promise you, you will get your Texas fix. So I'll talk about Texas, and my baby's Colorado. Obviously, I'll talk about them. I didn't talk about them at all on this live. This is phenomenal. So love that for me. And also, I got to talk about my Steelers, and I don't often talk about my Steelers. I often just like hold them to my chest and don't talk about them. So I am happy that I got to talk about my Steelers today. So that's fine. So I just changed my mind. I'm going to end this live when it gets to 2 hours, because I don't know if have I ever done a 2-hour live where I've talked about myself, talk to myself. I've ever done a 2-hour live where I've talked to myself. Probably. I don't know. So yeah. So I'm going to stay on until, where am I at? An hour and 52 minutes. So I have 8 minutes to go. So if you have any last questions you want me to answer, drop your questions in the comment section. Nobody has any questions for me. So I don't know why nobody has any questions. I feel like nobody has any questions. And then as soon as I get off live, my DMs on Twitter are probably going to blow up. Somebody's going to have questions. My Instagram, somebody's going to have a question. A friend of mine that I know for a fact is listening, that's texting me, is going to have a question. Like, ask the questions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, and then if you don't already, make sure that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. You will get more of me ranting and raving, and then my videos. And I talk about all football. Right now, we're doing the NFL fan series. Super excited about that. If you are a member, you will know what I'm going to talk about coming up. So all my members know what is coming up on my channel, and I go into like a lot more details for memberships, lots of behind the scenes stuff there, which is super cool. And then obviously the series is happening right now. The series will end next week. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. That is so crazy that all 32 teams will release next week. Is that right? Yeah. All 32 teams will release next week. And so that will be done. I have something coming in August that I will not speak of, but it's coming. If you're also listening to this on Twitter, check your DMs, because I may or may not be in your DMs for various reasons. I'm just going to say that. And then, yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel, all the things. Leave me comments in the comment section below. If this is your first time watching me ramble on live, and this was your first experience, tell me about your experience. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have anything I can do better. Listen, okay, I can't do much better because, like, there's not a lot of room for me to improve. Okay. I'm just one person. But maybe I can do better. Maybe my hair was a mess. Maybe the outfit sucks, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you didn't like the topic. I don't know. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is I will work on more thank yous for super chats when the weather is not a million degrees outside. So I want to do some more thank yous. I have some really good ideas right here. Hall of Fame, I will get to your question. Okay. I'm trying to get it all out. See these, just get so demanding around here. It's 11:11. Make a wish. It's 11:11. Everyone, make a wish. Do we all make a wish? Do we all make a wish? Okay, make that wish. Make that wish. I'll wait. I respect time. I'll wait. I'll be patient. Make that wish. So if it's 11:11 where you're at, make that wish. Okay. If it's not 11:11, it's not for you. It's 11:11 where I'm at. It's now 11:02. See, it's now 11:12. So now we move on. See, you got to respect time, people. You got to respect time. You have to respect time. We take time for granted. We need to start respecting time. Got to start respecting it. Okay, so Hall of Fame being very demanding in the chat right now. Okay, and you know what? He's a member, so maybe I should be nice to my members. But it's really hard to be nice to your members when you go on your members' channels for an hour and a half, and then you get off their channel, and then you're in their comment section, and they mute you, put you in timeout. Just saying. Anyways, let me get to his question. How many games is Texas losing? If I had to guess how many games Texas is losing right now, I would say 2 games. I would say I see Texas losing 2 games, and Motivated and Dedicated is in here. He's going to hate when I say this, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it loud. Texas is going to beat Georgia in Athens. Book it. Leave me alone. Book it and leave me alone. That is how I feel. You will also know when I am live, I manage to talk shit. In my videos, I'm a little bit more realistic. On my lives, I am talking shit. So, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? When you make a video, the thing is too, when you make a video and you edit it and you listen to it 3 times, at some point you hear yourself saying things that you're kind of like, do I think that that's true? So you have to, whatever. So you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I have to deal with? You see what I have to deal with? You see what I have to deal with? I'm just saying, this is what I have to deal with. Look at this. This is what I have to deal with. Somehow I have made it in my life where I'm surrounded by people who are not fans of my team. What did I do in life? What did I get so wrong in my life where the people I surround myself with aren't even friends of the team that I support? They are like, F your team. I like my team. I'm like, yeah, there's no better way to be open-minded than to my friend group, my circle of people around me. It's like, no, I like Georgia. I like Oklahoma, Michigan, Ohio State. It's like, can anybody be on my side? Can anybody throw those horns up? Everybody's a part of the anti-Texas cabal. Anti-Texas cabal? I like that. Anti-Texas cabal? Video title. All right, I am ending this live in a minute and a half. Also, Motivated and Dedicated, he's sometimes a member on my account, on my thing. He's not a member right now, but most times he is a member. He also is giving me crap. See what I'm saying? It's my own people. It's my own people. Anti-Texas cabal. Video coming soon. I'm going to call I'm going to title the video, The Anti-Texas Cabal. Like how creative that was? Came up on live, 11:15. Always thinking. You got to always be going, Mind of a content creator. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, no, honestly, I'm going to end this live. If nobody else has anything crazy to say, I just realized that I have a whole background that I created to be on the background. It's not on the background. It's not on the background. Perfect. I love that for me. I love that for me. Okay. It's only 2 hours in and I just noticed that it's not on the background. All right. Go background. Go me. Anyways, I appreciate all of you for watching. You are all amazing. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all those things. If you have any thoughts, comments, or anything to give to me, I made it over 2 hours. If you have any comments, suggestions, anything to give me, let me know. Leave your feedback, because if you have feedback for me, I want to hear the feedback. If you want me to be better, tell me where I should be better. No, honestly, I actually like getting feedback from people. I think it's cool. So if you have feedback, send me the feedback. I don't have anything else to say except for see, I told you. See? And all my members give me crap. It's like a rite of passage. Thank you for becoming a member, motivated and dedicated. Let me play you something as a thank you. And which one am I going to pick? I'll pick this one. Ooh, she was cute with the braids. So I appreciate all of you for being here, and I will be back. And if I would stop freaking creating series, I would probably be able to go live a lot more. But gosh, I have a lot of things going on. Do you have a schedule? I do not have a schedule, but I am very active with posting information on my YouTube. So if you ever want to know what's going on, I am not as great posting on Twitter. I am doing my best. Okay. I am doing my best right now. So stay tuned, stay focused, stay subscribed, follow me, all the things, and you'll know everything I'm going on. Cause I try not to just go live randomly. I try to schedule it to give you time, because I'm a scheduler and I need to schedule. Anyways, I'm rambling. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. And thank you. I will see you again probably sooner than you think. Okay. That's all I'll say. Bye.